I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking together, 'cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes love exception. So why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, my baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking together, 'cause we don't know how.
What's up, cuties? Happy New Year. Almost. But some of you are from other countries. So happy 2025. Can you guys believe it? 2025. I remember Prince's song 1999. We're going to do it like it's 1999. I remember the year I was born, counting up to 2000. And here we are in 2025. God is so good. And I am thankful for each and every one of you. So let me go ahead and put this up on the screen. Happy New Year's Eve, cuties. Let me get this off the screen. This comment. Hold on one second. But happy New Year's Eve to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me for this New Year's Eve live. Your girl is tired. I have been on my feet deep cleaning for 6 hours straight. I don't know if you guys do it like me. Being OCD, baby. Everything has to be clean. And I got a small load that's left. Once I take off what I got on, it's going in there. Yeah, I'm tired, but I'm here. I said there's nowhere in the world I'm not going to have a New Year's Eve live for the cuties, the cutie crew, the cutie mods, all of the above. So again, happy New Year's Eve and happy New Year's to you guys. And look at Gia. Look at Gia. Gia, I'm going to chat. I wasn't going to go, but I'm gonna quit being so mean. You know, they say who you spend New Year's Eve with, child, that's where you're gonna be. Well, I'm going out to dinner with Mr. Man, and we're gonna go to the fireworks show in Vegas. And thank you, Gia. Thank you. You say have a toast on me, and I absolutely will. So I'm starting this thing off right, child. Let me properly thank Gia. All right, and then I have one other quick announcement to the Cutie crew, Patroni Cuties. Thank you guys for being so understanding about this coming Saturday. First, rest in peace to my uncle. My last living uncle passed away this past Sunday. So rest in peace to my uncle Sam. Prayers going up to my family in Kentucky. That was my mom's brother. And then my last living aunt on my daddy's side, her birthday is Saturday. So I will be with her on Saturday. They are having a birthday dinner. And so we will not have Let Loose Lounge Saturday. We will have it Sunday. So I did make a post on both platforms. And thank you guys so much for being so understanding. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you. So my brother is going to represent. He's flying in for my uncle's service. He'll represent for our side of the family. And then I'll be with our last living aunt on my dad's side. So yeah, it's so sad. And then a happy occasion as well with my aunt. So thank you guys. I see your well wishes. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I do. What else did I want to say? Oh, before we get into this, do you guys got your black eyed peas and grains? Let me know. Now I'm going to show you guys something. I posted my recipe for the Cutie crew a couple days ago. I'm not making it this year, but normally I make this on the screen, this black eyed pea casserole. Come on now, StreamYard. There you go. So normally this is my New Year's tradition, and then I'll have greens on the side. But this casserole is absolutely amazing. And again, I did post the full recipe for the Cutie crew. So if any of you guys want the recipe, child, I was gonna say DM me, but I'm not gonna be home. But for the Cutie crew, any of you guys that follow the recipe and try to make this, let me know. It is absolutely delicious. But what I'll be making tomorrow is oxtails, black eyed peas, rice, and a little my greens recipe. Green stuff is what I call it. It's amazing as well. But get them black eyed peas, guys. You guys know black eyed peas and greens. It is our ancestors' tradition. And even if you don't make them, go get you a can of black eyed peas, put them in the pot, put them on the stove so you can have them in the house. I'm superstitious, so I follow it. Yeah, the cornbread out there. I don't know if I'm gonna do it with my oxtails, but that's how you get the all-in-one with that recipe that I just showed you guys, the black eyed pea cornbread casserole. Amazing. But again, thank you guys so much. I do want to put, let's see here, somebody's comment, somebody's. I will put D's. Thank you so much, D. And my sis, and let's be clear, all of you guys. Thank you. Next, child, I'm going to play a little snippet of 2 songs real quick. And we're going to go ahead and get into this thing. Carlos's Raindrops Keep Falling, child. Raindrops keep falling. Now, I don't know. This may be telling my age. But let me know if you remember this here. I'm going to play a couple seconds. Shout out to Miss Lady. Miss Lady sent me a video Sunday night of Aunt Debbie, baby. Aunt Debbie was sharp as a tack. Do you hear me? Aunt Debbie, they went to the meet and greet that they had Sunday night, and she sent me video of Aunt Debbie. So thank you again. Shout out to those of them that are on that cruise. Who's stories did I see? Trending. I was in trending story and I saw all of them that's over there on that cruise. It's a packed house. It's a packed house. So I hope they have a good time. I know they will. And thank you again. I know Miss Lady can't hear this, but if she ever go back and watch, thank you for sending me a video of Aunt Debbie. I should have sent it to myself and showed you guys. But am I telling my age with this here little snippet? Let's play a couple seconds because YouTube be tripping. Raindrops keep falling on their head, baby.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet up.
Who remember that song? Yes, we are. The Cutie Crew Invades Vegas will be in June 2025. We got next. By the end of January, you guys will have all of the details where you can go through a travel agent and book. Okay, Teresa, girl, back. Teresa, if you don't go away from me with this. Teresa say she too young. Where's that comment, child? You too young, Teresa. Really, Teresa. Everybody else remember it. Sweet T remember it. KB, TNTG Mom, Joyce, Charnette, Raindrops, baby. Let me go back. Play that again real quick. Go back. I think this one was 7 or 8 seconds. Let's play that one more again for Carlos Kane. Uh-oh. It was about... Okay, this one was 4 seconds. Here we go. Raindrops are falling on my head. Them raindrops is falling, baby. Them raindrops, they're falling. And then we can go ahead and play this couple seconds. Another one bites the dust. Ooh, child. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the damn dust. Sophia, so Gucci. She got another S in there. She gone. She gone as well. We're going to get into it. So Gucci announced today that she is done with Bell Collective. Let me go ahead and bring that post up. And I need to know you all's feelings about this. I'll give you mine after I read her post. But shout out again to you guys. Hit the like button on your way in. I would appreciate it. You about to throw your phone. Why Chronicles of Kim K with these throwbacks? Yes, baby. Hey, Nina. You want to go outside in the rain? Oh, yeah, that's a classic too. Baby, everybody leave it. But as I mentioned, and I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, so Gucci has exited the building. So I'm going to go ahead and read So Gucci's post real quick. This comes, a week after Akeisha exited the building live. Akeisha's exit was classic for me. I'll get into So Gucci in a minute, but she said, watching the reunion episode was very hard to sit through, especially now knowing where my family currently stands. I was disappointed in my actions because even though I had my reasons, it should have never been handled or addressed on this platform from the beginning. I take full accountability for allowing the entertainment of this show to ruin the integrity of my family. I have apologized publicly and privately to Selena for my part in this entire production. We are moving on and moving forward, putting our family first and focusing on our healing. So maybe she meant focusing on our healing. All the S's Sophia, Chanteriel, Selena, Sanjay, Star, and Sky are solid. She goes on to at JJ, and then she said, I do know that in order for my family to completely heal, someone will have to exit stage left, and I have decided that it will be me. I am pleased to say that I received my renewal letter for a new season, but the Williams will not be returning to Bell Collective. She said, we are grateful for the opportunity and wish everyone the best. Now, let's see. Oh, good point, Tammy. What are you all's thoughts about that? Look, for me, anybody that chooses to exit something for healing or mending is a good thing, you know. So it's very commendable and respectable. Oh, yes, let me bring that up, Chronicles of Kim K. Oh, child, you messy. Hold on, I'll play that after I'm done. The 5 heartbeats, baby. Okay. I got to write it down so I won't forget. Hopefully I still won't forget. So look, it's very commendable that Sophia, made this post and stated that they are leaving. It is a good thing, El Nicole. It is. And however, in my Kimmy's voice, when it comes to them, and again, I respect her for the post and everything she said. Oh, sis, baby, sis, you messy. You are messy. First of all, let me tell you guys before I read this comment, Pink Diva made me cry boo-hoo tears yesterday with this text message that she sent me. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you again, sis. You know I love me some you. But sis said I was god darn it sick of them anyway. Baby, when I tell you, I was really sick of the whole god darn it, god darn it, god darn it, god darn it. And this is what I wish would have happened. I wish So Gucci would have given it one more season, but, and there's a but to that, only to show the mending of the relationship with Selena. Meaning, JJ could have took his god darn it ass on, and Selena's girls could have stayed out of the picture. I would have liked to see that, but I totally get it. Now, I get it in Alex that he don't cuss, but I was just sick of hearing god darn it, period. You know. And then I do want to say this. I think that if JJ didn't have such strong feelings and dislike for his ex-wife Selena, I think we would have witnessed that. You know, when they sat down in New Orleans and Selena broke down in tears. Oh my God. It was heartbreaking, but it was two Black women coming together. Then we know JJ put a stop to that, and So Gucci chose her husband. So when it comes to the first part of the reunion that we watched, I don't know if you guys did, that I did last Friday, I did not like how Sophia, showed up. Why am I calling her Sophia? And I didn't call her so Gucci all this damn time. Hey, Justice. I didn't like the way So Gucci showed up. She came out slanging and banging to Selena. And for me, I said then before that I feel like So Gucci was intimidated by Selena. And I think she was intimidated because as a wife, I would feel some type of way. He is bitter, and may his mom rest in peace, Charnel. JJ is absolutely bitter. And when he shut her down, this is probably the only prop that I'm going to give Carlos. Carlos told her the truth at that reunion. He condemned her. He let her know, no, ain't no relationship with her. Period. Talking about Selena. He also called Selena Cliff's ex. So he's been feeling some type of way about Selena. And to me, it would have been better for him, for the sake of his daughters with Selena, to mend that situation a long time ago. But when he showed me he didn't even want his wife to be able to sit down woman to woman and proceed peacefully, that let me know everything that I needed to know. So again, kudos to So Gucci. It didn't have the same effect for me like Akeisha's did. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that that's another reason why she left as well. And then I told you guys there was a but. I'm also glad that she left because we know Letitia Pearson and Latrice probably would have came out swinging for So Gucci since Akeisha is gone. And we do know that Akeisha and So Gucci are really good friends off the show. But you know, I would have loved to see resolve. That's one thing that we don't get the chance a lot of times of seeing on reality TV, resolve. You know, you're going to have some issues. You may have some arguments. We would like to see resolve. And I think that that would have been great had So Gucci went forward, even if it was for another season. And then what Sammy said, and I didn't highlight your comments, Sammy, but I'll try to scroll up and find it. Then her and Selena could have possibly come together as women and shown that to the world as well as their daughters. I'm gonna end this when it comes to So Gucci. Anytime your daughter tell you that your husband was a higher priority than her, then yes, she's making the best decision to get off this show for that reason as well. And hopefully she'll focus more on her daughter. So, you know, I just got to keep it real. I think that So Gucci or someone close to her dropped down in my comments a couple weeks ago, and they said that So Gucci is not intimidated, because I said then So Gucci was intimidated by Selena. And they said, So Gucci is not intimidated by Selena. So Gucci is the one that got Sanjay into real estate. She's the reason why they making money or something. That's in my comment section somewhere, child, a couple weeks ago. But kudos to her. What I saw and what I'm not going to miss, and I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys, is a pick-me-sha, as you guys call it. That's what she seems like, even with her husband. He picked her because he's married to her. But I saw a Black woman and a woman, period, being chastised and told what she wasn't going to do a couple weeks ago by her husband. And I don't like that. I don't like that. So I think it's a great idea that they will not be returning. And then I also think, and we cannot forget, that her treatment by none other than Mr. Carlos King, I'm sure, played a part in that as well. We know. So Gucci went on Messy Earth Monday and told Carlos that she didn't feel protected. They put her in harm's way because he knew that she had a restraining order against Selena. And, you know, it was plain as day to me. Carlos's choice was Selena, period. He been wanting to own the show. But the way he treated So Gucci in that moment, excuse me, was no different than JJ chastising her. Carlos chastised her. Yeah, well, you knew. Yeah, well, we're not going to act like you didn't know. You knew. And then she came out and revealed that after that live, she ain't even hear from Carlos. She ain't hear a damn thing from Carlos King. So I know that played a part in it as well. She already said the crumbs that they were making being on that show was not worth it. And again, it just shows that leader, or as Mel said, toxic leader that is Carlos King. Because I think if he would have handled the situation properly between So Gucci and Selena, again, JJ exit, and it's a shame. I used to like JJ on Bring It. I said this recently. I did not like him on Bell Collect at all. And especially this season, just the control factor that he has over his wife. And it seems like, because Selena even said that. So Gucci was something else when she was trying to get with JJ. And Selena said that. So Gucci, I don't want to say didn't take care of her kids, but she made JJ her number one priority. And it shows. It shows. So kudos to her. I don't know. Maybe we'll see her and Aikisha with the projects that they still have going on live or some other way. But I will say this, to come together, that's a beautiful thing. And she said that her and Selena and the girls and her girls and everybody is good. That's a good thing. Okay. So that's that on that. But we're going to move on down the line when it comes to Carlos King. Let's see. That's not the one I'm looking for. This is the one I'm looking for. We're going to move on down the line because on this, I'm sorry. I meant to read your comment, Sammy. You said, I think she made the right decision to leave, but I think Selena should leave too. This was essentially So Gucci's platform, so it would be fair, and I'm assuming you meant wouldn't, so it wouldn't be fair for her to be on that platform. Sammy, I love me some you. I disagree. I like Selena, and I want to see more of Selena. And then I think it was So Gucci's platform by default. And they're going to get into that because I don't think that they got into that part on this past Friday's reunion, first part of Bell Collective. But Selena said that she was offered the cast role first, but it was around the time that she lost her son. And you guys know Selena went through, I believe, medical issues, a stroke. She lost her son. All of that, I believe, another family member, if I'm not mistaken. And so she didn't have it in her at that time to go ahead and join Bell Collective, but she was asked. So I don't agree with it being So Gucci's platform. And then, Sammy, So Gucci was there by way of JJ and his connection to his daughters, to me. You know what I mean? I really didn't see a true friendship with So Gucci and the other ladies. So I don't know, but I respect what you have to say. Hey, LaDuan, shout out to the cutie mods in the building. But we're gonna move on down the line. Let's go to Monique. Because we talking about these raindrops or cast raindrops that keep falling. So we got Aikisha and So Gucci, who both recently bowed out from the toxic leadership of Carlos King. Remember Monique? Monique was the star of Love and Marriage DC. Carlos sought her out. She had just left Real Housewives of Potomac. Hold on, I'm trying to get an ink pen. She had just left Real Housewives of Potomac. Carlos sought her out, made all these promises. And let's not forget, Monique came out about a month ago and said Carlos King treated her worse than the Clear Man. Worse than the treatment that she received over there on Bravo. Brother And I want Carlos to know you're a brother. And when it comes to brothers, Black women expect protection. But Monique came out and said that he treated her worse than the clear man. That was another one that bit the dust. You know? Then Winter was treated horribly on Love and Marriage DC. I'll never forget the reunion. She was ganged up on at that reunion by male castmates and female castmates. Winter quit. Did Winter make her announcement when she gave that interview with Queen Sheba? You guys let me know. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's when Winter gave her announcement that she was out of there. But that's 4 people so far. What was the other young lady that was on Love and Marriage DC that also left? Dog it. I could see her face in my head, but I can't think of her name. Put it in the chat if you guys know. The other lady, she lost a lot of weight recently. She was on Love and Marriage DC. She left. No, not Winter. Winter, Monique, Joy. Who is Joy? Target. What is her name? Sherelle. Thank you. Sherelle. Yes. So that's 5. Black's wife. Yes. Black's wife. That's 5. Now, I didn't follow Sherelle's story of her exit probably like I should have. So I don't know the reasonings that she gave, but she also left. We are talking about women under the umbrella of Carlos King. 5 Black women. Now, I'm just going to say this because I do have mail up on this banner, on this thumbnail, excuse me. And I'm going to say this right off the top before I get into everything else that I have to say. This is my opinion. Carlos, yes, he did mistreat her at that reunion. Sure did. Now, look, you can like who you like and identify as gay or whatever. I've always told you guys this. If I look at you and I see a man, your ass a man. That's why I don't even go back and forth with a lot of men, because I'm going to send a man to you. That I don't care if you gay. And I got gay relatives, male and female. So it's nothing like that. But if I look at you and I see a man, you a man. And just where I come from, how I was raised, all of the women in my family have been and will continue to be protected by men, our men. And Carlos has a responsibility to protect these women, and he has it. And in my opinion, these are just my thoughts, until you do right by this one here that's on this screen, Melody Sheree, whose story, whose transparency, whose openness that put Love and Marriage Huntsville, his first show on the map, until he do right by that one there, his kingdom will continue to crumble. That's just it for me. Because Carlos, you wouldn't have a show on had you not met with Melody and Martell. There was no shows on. So, did he shop around the show and get it picked up? He did. But had they not met with him, There wouldn't have been a Love in Maritinsville. There wouldn't have been a Love in Marriage Detroit. There wouldn't have been a Love in Marriage DC. There wouldn't have been a Bell Collective. Now he asking around for what city should be next for Bell Collective. This how you operate, Carlos? Because back then, what you guys see on the screen, he loved him some Mel, baby. Loved her down. Why? He ain't want her to get no divorce. Carlos even came out and said that Mel told him, I ain't going to be able to do this show. This is before we saw a pilot or whatever. I'm not going to be able to do this show. And Carlos King said he begged her. He said, we've been picked up by OWN. And he begged her and he told her, I got you. And the reason why Mel said that she wasn't going to do this show, because she was thinking about divorcing Martell's ass then. You know, but as a wife, she gave her husband another chance and she gave this damn show another chance. And look, if you treat the person that put you on the map on OWN the way that you have, like I said, every damn thing gonna crumble. Mel was one of Carlos's biggest cheerleaders. I know you guys remember when Carlos was being honored. I forgot what show in Atlanta. It was Mel that came out there, and I'll never forget the speech. It was Mel that came out there and talked about Carlos to that audience. Then we know that somewhere down the line, Mel had to go above Carlos as far as things that was going on Love in Maritinsville. We remember that. She had to go to the upper level in OWN. Carlos had to fly in, talk to the cast, made some more broken promises, and Mel stayed. Then we know at that podcast, Mel basically said the same thing that So Gucci said, but it was months before, January of this year, 2024. She sat on that stage, poured her heart out to Carlos, told him, I don't feel protected and I just want to know, do you guys see what I'm going through? Now, look, this is after wiping these tears. You know, these tears was wiped season 1. This was at Kimmy and Maurice's marriage, if I'm not mistaken, when they got married. Carlos is wiping the tears, baby, then. Now he don't need her, in my opinion. But even what she said to him at that podcast, what did Carlos King do? Nothing but edit it out. Let me go ahead and remove that before I upload this to YouTube. He edited out another Black woman's voice and pain to act like the shit didn't even happen. We know Mel had to call him a toxic leader because he was over there on Messy Mondays with Dr. Heavenly, clowning her friends, clowning her situation with Martell, straight up clowning. Mel went right there on TikTok, called him a toxic leadership. Called him a toxic leader. Or she said something like the toxic leadership. This was right after one of them messy ass Mondays. And look, Carlos can care less. Everybody is in harm's way, if you ask me. He's shown people Once I get you, that's all I need. After that, I don't care what happened to you. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care if you're in harm's way. I don't care if you got restraining orders. I don't care about a damn thing but them ratings and myself. So we don't know if Mel is coming back or not. She hasn't said anything either way. And if she hasn't left, I don't know. Maybe Carlos King will have a time and an opportunity to salvage things. Maybe. But the only way that Carlos can do that is by apologizing to Black women, especially the ones that put their trust in him. And he needs to have a sit down publicly with Melody Sheree. See, when you running away from the truth, he said last week, I'm gonna be gone the whole month of January. I'm gonna be gone. But you could still post on Instagram and all of that. For this man to not even address any of these ladies' concerns, he don't care. He's not listening to their cries or anything. So yeah, you can pour your heart out to me. Yeah, you can give me your all on my shows and all of that. He don't care. Like I said, So Gucci didn't even get a phone call after he disrespected her on Messy Monday. I can guarantee you this. Neither did Aikisha. I can almost guarantee you this as well. Neither did Mel when she called him a toxic leader. Because anybody that don't have anything to hide and anybody that values their people, they're going to have a conversation with them. Hey, what's going on? Why do you feel that way? And how can we make it better? No phone calls. So he's also showing how much he cares for Mel. Again, the person that put him on the own map. I didn't say on the map. We know he had a couple shows before. Who was that you guys said that spoke out from Hollywood Divas? Talking, I'm trying to think of it in my head. We know he had a couple shows before that didn't do what Love and Marriage Huntsville has done. We know he was what was he? A producer on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We heard the stories and we heard Candy's voice. She said Carlos King ain't shit. Carlos King tried to go behind my back and get my life story from my mama. And then we know allegedly, they said that it was Carlos that really wanted that story out there that broke up the friendship between Candy and Phaedra and almost Portia. Elise Neal. Yes. Just a reminder to anybody, no content creators' names in the chats, please, and thank you. Elise Neal, thank you so much, LaShawn. But yeah, we know that allegedly he has something to do with that. You guys know what happened with that. Candy and Phaedra aren't friends till this day. But Phaedra hasn't come out and said anything, as far as confirming that Carlos was one of the producers that wanted them to put that out there on that show. But when it comes to Mel, again, the person that put him on the map at home, he's decided to say, in my opinion, F her and F her fan base. Because this coming Saturday, the name of the episode is a Mar Soldier versus a Mellometer. Let me say that again. Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 9, episode 10. Cutie Crew, Patrona Cuties, will be watching Sunday, but I know you guys will be watching Saturday. The episode title is a Mar Soldier versus a Mellow Meter. So I was just thinking, I'm wondering if the Mar Soldier is Maurice, Marceau, Martel, who is the Mar in the Mar Soldier, versus a Mellow Meter. We know that they're going to show mimosas with melody on this episode as well. And we do know that, again, Carlos has tried to blame the mellometers for every damn thing. And Carlos, the way your cast is dropping like flies, there's not a fan out here that's worse than you. Not one. You want to talk about fans? Let's talk about those that's on the inside. Under you. Women that you just refuse. Oh, I forgot about this lip gloss. That you just refuse to protect. That you refuse, but you could, yeah, girl, yes. Yeah, girl. You can, talk like a woman periodically. But you can't be there for women. Ain't nobody making this up. As of right now, every woman on this thumbnail, besides Mel, and again, we don't know if Mel has decided to leave or not, or if she's coming back. And like I said, if she's coming back, Carlos King, your ass owe her big time. And it's time that you start showing. Ain't nobody saying anybody got to kiss Mel's ass. But I will say this till I'm blue in the face. We would know none of these folks if it wasn't for her. Kimmy, Maurice, that then turned on her, Tisha and Marceau that turned on her, but they coming back again, coming back around since Martell done let loose on them. We wouldn't know none of them that's on Love and Mary Tunstfield. And as he liked to say, my number one show. My number one show. And look how you treat the number one woman on your number one show. You got a fan base all a part of the storyline to protect who? Men. How does that work? I'm just asking, like, for real. How does that work? Because in a normal workplace situation, Carlos King ass would have been reported to HR. In a normal workplace relationship. It's unfortunate for a lot of these reality TV stars that may be contemplating a move or a lawsuit or whatever the case may be. Some of them end up blackballed. You know what I mean? Some of them never work again. We see after 3-4 years of Nene Leakes being gone from Real Housewives of Atlanta, she's slowly coming back up, but she's not in a position that she was back then because she spoke out. So I don't care how long Carlos gonna be gone on vacation or whatever. It's time for you to handle business in the correct way. That's just my opinion. It don't look good at all for you not to address concerns. You got a whole YouTube platform, which means it's a phone call away. Hey, Melody, I would like for us to sit down and hash out whatever differences we may be having. You voice your concerns to me, and I'll let you know what the answer gonna be. That could have been with Mel. That could have been with Winter. That could have been with Akeisha. And so Gucci, all of these ladies. It's really, really hard for me to just understand what we are witnessing. And we are witnessing a man not giving a damn about Black women. I don't want to make it too deep, but that's what it is. Because, baby, I can guarantee you this. If that was Teresa Giudice or any other of them Bravo ladies that he once worked with, he wouldn't treat these ladies like this. He wouldn't. And Monique said he treated her worse than the Clear Man. And I believe her. So it's sad. I think again, the raindrops gonna keep falling. And when I say the raindrops, I'm take out the drops and just put in the cast. I think they're gonna keep falling. The women, because the men, baby, look at Martell. Martell's still on that show. Did he offer Martell another contract? Out of every damn thing that Martell has done for the past 3 years, has he been reprimanded? No. So I don't know. You know, I hate to try to look too deep into things, but I think Carlos, just my opinion, I don't know what he witnessed growing up as a child. A part of me feels like he witnessed a man being superior and the women's opinions and feelings don't matter. We've seen Marceau. And do I think that Marceau loved his wife? I do. I think that Marceau loves Tisha. But Marceau let it be known. He run that shit. But Carlos will praise Tisha. Tisha, yes, you're living a soft life. Yes, soft girl era. Yes, yes. And as women, we've always wanted, you know, for Tisha to do more. You went out and got all those degrees and all of that. So the audience wanted to see what Tisha voiced early on that she wanted. And that was to get out that damn house. Marceau wasn't having it. And because of that, Carlos feels like Tisha just living the ideal life. We saw Tisha cry, not only on Love in Mary Huntsville, but on a live video. I remember it's on my page somewhere out of these thousands of videos that I didn't put up. Letitia and Marceau was on live, and that girl cried in the car about being independent and getting out the house and working. Wasn't happening. Hold on, guys. Let me get some water. Hold on.
My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? Because then to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking together, cause we don't know
All right, guys. I am back. You sound just like him. Got me over here laughing. What, Miss Yo Bow? With that yes, yes, yes. That's all he can say. Yes. No, nigga. No. How about no? Instead of yes. How about no? To the treatment that you've witnessed Martell Hope exhibit. How about no? So that's all he gonna do. And then another piece of advice that I want to give Carlos real quick. Then I'll get back to Tisha. You doing too much. And you know, you are the executive producer, you are the creator, you are the reunion host, you the Messy Monday host. I'm looking at Kingdom on my screen. I'm like, is that spelled right? You the Messy Monday host. You just doing too damn much. Shell out a couple dollars and get somebody at the reunion that will be able to check these men that disrespect these women. Not somebody that's going to hold up the Scots because we from Detroit, we from the D, what up, though? Or not somebody that's obviously have been in love with Martell Holt, because again, he hasn't been reprimanded for any damn thing. He didn't charge that producers, charge that male's mama, all the things that he's done to Mel right there on the show. And you kept on trying to put them together. Put them together. How about you say no to something? Your hand is in every pocket. And even on your own show, Messy Mondays, we see how you rock and roll. You don't even call these ladies after they are have come to tears, poured their hearts out, and they're just their true feelings. This is how I feel. I didn't feel protected. And if looks could kill your earth, they'll be unalive. We sick of this face with these blank ass non-expression eyes. If I'm not mistaken, this is when, I would have to go back and look at the thumbnails. But if I'm not mistaken, this is when So Gucci said she didn't feel protected. We know again what he did with Mel when she said she didn't feel protected. He deleted that shit, which meant if you wasn't at that show to hear it, it didn't happen. That's not how life works, Carlos. And I don't care how many Sundays you get on there with your Sunday message and all of that. If you're going to be messy Monday through Saturday night, come on now, dude. Again, your focus been on the millimeters for two reasons, in my opinion. Because you don't like that Mel has progressed the way that she has. And then number two, you want to look out for your Detroit boy, Maurice. So yeah, let me go ahead and make sure that I showcase how these fans are problems when your ass is the main problem and it wouldn't even be no show. You the main problem. So don't showcase these strangers that Mel has never met and can tell what to do. But what about the people that work under you? What about these ladies? You know, you want to sit there and talk about your boo and this or that and, all of that. But when I look at you, I see a man. And you definitely not operating like one. And then when you don't demand respect for the ladies on your show, guess what that opens up? For the men on your show to continue to disrespect them. So, another one bites the dust, child. Where is it? Let me go on back. Dog it. What was that? Hold on, guys. That's it right there. Another one bites the dust. And again, for So Gucci, kudos to her. But I would also, because So Gucci sort of reminds me, with her relationship with her husband, sort of reminds me of Tisha and Marceau, which we know Carlos loves, child. He loves those men that just tell women what they are and are not, what they gonna do and not do. He had to have seen this growing up. And he thinks that is normal, and it's not. So as Queen said in this song, child, another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Another one. And I'm going to tell you what, Carlos, if you ever see this, if this one here decide to leave, this one right here on the screen, if she decides to leave, baby, we coming for your arse, because you forced her to do that. You gave her no choice. She shouldn't have to leave some shit that puts you on the map. And I'm just gonna let you know, day after day after day after day, I will. I'm gonna be on your arse. And you think that these other ladies went viral. Let Melody Sheree leave. See how that becomes viral. And trend. He liked the trend, baby. See how that trend over there on Twitter and everywhere else. I promise you. If you don't do right by her, I don't give a damn what you said. You shop the show around. You the creator and all of that. Again, there would have been none of that without that meeting. And out of your own mouth, you said when you saw her, you knew she was the star. Thank you, Indigo Girl. That's my whole point. She shouldn't have to leave the platform that she created. So I hope he's ready. I hope he's ready for the backlash that will continue for however long he has shows left. Because we know what she gave. We know what she sacrificed. We know what she did when it comes to this number one show. So if she hasn't already left Carlos King on vacation or not, your ass better get it together. You better make that one right. You better make that one right. Somebody that always spoke highly about Carlos. Always. Up until recently. And the reason why is because she didn't feel protected. So at one point, it went from this, wiping them tears. Don't divorce him. Don't divorce him. That's what he's thinking in his head. I got you. Promise this girl, I got you. But the way I'm going to get you, I'm going to keep that Negro right on this show. I'm going to sit in your face and tell you, I think the sad chick is the whole restaurant. Wonder if you think she the whole restaurant now, child. Setting this woman face on national TV after telling her, I got you. You tell her, I think the sad chick is the whole restaurant. Sad chick ain't got a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of, her and Martell together. But you had the audacity to say that. And then we're going to get it moving. And then the whole fellatio comment. Carlos would have rather believed Martell about this alleged video that Martell had in his phone, sat there and even allowed that conversation to go on with a woman on national TV at the reunion. And then Carlos asked me, well, how could you not remember giving fellatio? And come to find out, it's the same goddamn recording that Martell was shopping around trying to act like it was somebody else. Carlos, you did that. This lady who you wiped tears, you said you believe that the bird was the whole damn restaurant. So like I said, the mellometers, baby, are there for a reason. They've been there before there was even a name. As far as the treatment that we saw Mel receiving. And at first it was just the people on the show. Carlos was masking his a little bit more back then. But at first it was Martell and then the other castmates. I be damn, everybody then fell in line. What happened, Carlos? You went from this to this. What happened? So another one bites the dust. I am not shocked at all when it comes to So Gucci, Sophia, Shantae, whatever her name is. And kudos to them. Kudos to her and JJ. I'm just gonna say this. I'm glad JJ exited ASAP because that last sit down that they had together, where he said, God darn it, about 11 times I couldn't take. And then I just did not like what I saw in JJ. Love JJ on Bring It. But JJ, the husband on Bell Collective, absolutely not. So I do hope that So Gucci take this time to focus on her kids, especially her daughter. That said that she wanted or thought about unaliving herself and all of that. And that had to have been painful for her mom to hear. The love and attention that you've given your husband and his kids, can you give it to me? That had to be hard. So kudos to them. Kudos to the other ladies that's exited out of the building. But like I said, Carlos, you ain't seen backlash, buddy. If you don't do right by this one, it may be too late. I don't know. I want to see what's going to happen at this reunion. I want to see if there's going to be, because again, he's part castmate, part producer, and part blogger. I want to see which one showed up at the reunion and if he addressed Mel and the toxic leadership at the reunion. You can't do it all. You can't. Half of this shit he wouldn't even be in right now. Akeisha quitting live. So Gucci pouring her heart out. If Carlos stood in his executive producer lane and was doing something else, but he want to gossip, he want to have a show and talk about his own damn show like that, where they do that at? Bravo Andy celebrates his people on his show after the show on Sundays. And if some mess happened on the show, they talk about that. Andy don't have no damn shows on YouTube and allow other people to talk negatively about his cast, and he just sit there and look like this. Andy don't do that. So going into this new year, I hope he reevaluates some things. I really, really do. And time will tell, what's down the pipeline. That's all I got to say. But child, I'm already over an hour. Thank you guys again for joining me. Let me read some comments. Let me read Mama 2. Tyra, thank you for gifting a membership. And I saw that Justice was the recipient of that gift. So Justice, if you can make sure to tell Tyra, thank you for gifting that membership. Tyra, I appreciate you. One of my cutie mods. Thank you so much. Let me get this off my screen. Next up is Mama 2. Mama 2, thank you for the super chat. You said, to the hardest working CC. I love and appreciate you, Chit Chat. May God continue to bless and keep you in 2025. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you as well. Thank you for being a Cutie Crew sister. We've had some chats in the DM and all of that. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you and love you. I do. Truth be told, thank you for the super chat. You said, Chit Chat, here's to your amazing content and commentary for 2024. I'm sorry. Keep up the good work in 2025. Thank you so much, truth be told. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Erica, thank you. You said Happy New Year's, Queen, and all the Queen and Kings in the chat. Thank you so much, Erica. Happy New Year to you. Also, truth be told, Tyra and Mama 2, Happy New Year to you ladies as well. And then Mama 2 said Mel has identified her Judases and she is at peace. She is. I'm loving it. She's showcasing it and telling a story, and behind every test, there is a testimony. You know what I mean? And what God has for her is for her. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, I'm rocking with it a long way, period, point blank, as I know you all are. But like Indigo said, you shouldn't have to force somebody out by not doing right by them. You know what I mean? But let me probably thank you guys, and then I'm gonna read some comments. And what time is it East Coast? Okay, it's 9:10 Eastern Standard Time, 8:10 Central, 6:10 my time. We on our way 2025. Happy New Year again to each and every one of you. All right, let me scroll up and read some comments. Shout out to you guys that are watching. If you are being spectator, please still hit the like button. Spectator mean you in the bushes. That's free. Thank you guys again. I put on my community wall. Hold on. Let me put up these stats real quick before I get to these comments. God is good, and I promise you guys, when it comes to the success of this channel, I could not have done it without him and you. So in 2.5 short years, 12.1 million views, 2.7 million watch hours, and 26,000 plus subscribers. I appreciate it. I do. Just thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for enjoying my content. Thank you if you don't enjoy it. If you drop down and get froggy in the chat, it is what it is. But I thank God not only for this platform, but for the sisterhood / it's a couple brothers over there that's been formed as well. Some of the discussions that we've had with each other and being there for each other and shoulders to lean on and all of that. The Cutie crew played a huge part in me stepping on out and separating and getting a divorce. There's one of my bros. Hey, Snatch by Diego. Happy New Year. You reclaiming your time. Happy New Year. But the Cutie crew, child, we used to be live sometimes for almost 7-8 hours. And our members only. And again, that comes with tears and laughters and stories that's been shared. And it's crazy how my brain is because I remember everybody's stories. Everybody. Some of them I need follow-up on. I'm going to come to y'all with that in 2025. I need follow-ups on some of your stories, but just thank you. Just thank you. So I don't want to get emotional, but, I just started off with one subscriber. And I told you guys this, and I'll say it again. If you enjoy being on panels, if you enjoy talking about content, start a YouTube channel ASAP. Mid-January, I'll be offering a 4-week course. Very, very, very reasonable. I will talk about that later. But thank you guys again. But get into the money, child. Get into the money. It is money to be made. But as far as you guys, it's not only, I'll say only, about the money, child. It's about the connections. Who would have thunk? I don't even know if that's a word. Who would have thunk that people, and I said this to Pink Diva in my message to her, who would have thought that people that met on the internet can form true connections? And a lot of us have. Hey, good, bad apple. So happy New Year again. Thank you guys again. I appreciate you. And I think this is Cookie from the Shy. Let me see. Hold on. It is. Thank you so much, Cookie. Thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Let me properly thank Cookie from the Shy. Money, 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 money. Thank you again. Shout out to each and every one of you. If you gave me a Cash App, super chat, a sticker, a thanks, anytime this year, last year, from the beginning. If you are a part of my memberships, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Chronicles of Kim K. I have to read this and then I'm gonna read some more comments. But this is what truly. Thank you again, Cookie. Appreciate. Hey, L'Oreal. Hey, child, I'm saying the governments. Where is it? Chronicles of Kim K said, there are a lot of days that this channel and membership have helped me through. Thank you, Chit Chat and Cuties. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of it. And yes, ma'am, a lot of us have gone through it. Do you hear me? And the good thing is the stories that we share amongst each other. I don't be in too many people's chats and all of that anyway, but we don't hear it out in these streets. You know what I mean? So thank you for being trusted people. But let me read some comments because I'm gonna try to take me a nap before I go out, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Darn it! I just looked at my clock. Indigo Girl says CK played his card wrong as it relates to Mel. He got too close to the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast, and now he is painted in a corner. How is he going to get out of it? How is he getting out of it? Excellent points, and I totally agree with you. You can tell the alliances, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to say that none of them haven't contributed to this show. I do believe that all of them in their own way, well, maybe outside of Destiny, because Destiny still haven't gave much. I do think that they've been a contribution to this show. Does it amount to, though, the transparency, the living out loud of Melody Sheree? Started the show married, had a baby on the show, got divorced on this show. That's living out loud. We 9 seasons in. We don't know a damn thing about Maurice, but he always in a suit. We ain't seen him at no job. We ain't seen him in no courthouse fighting no case. We ain't seen none of that. So for the things that we've been able to see, for me, I'll give it to Tisha and Marceau, or mainly Marceau. They've had Black that started since they've been on the show. We've seen them in business. I think they're having an affair tonight at Black or whatever. So I don't want to just knock folks down, but I'm talking about what has sustained this show, and that's Mel. Period. Because Martell should have been gone long time ago. So you're right. He did play his cards all wrong. And it may not be salvageable. You know what I mean? Trouble said, I never thought we would see some real hillbillies on our TV screen, child. Happy New Year, Girlfriend Chronicle. Trouble, who you talking about? The Bessemer Hillbillies? Y'all remember that episode? Another way that Carlos dropped the ball is the Kiki situation. And I hate to, because my heart just sank when I just said that. Rest in peace to Kiki. But the way Kiki was handled at that reunion by Carlos. Again, that's why other people should be the host. Carlos dogged Kiki out on that show. And then when Kiki passed, Carlos put up a post in his story, didn't even say her name. And then when Love and Marriage Huntsville started back up, we didn't get a sit down between the cast at all when it relates to Kiki. Where they do that at? You mean to tell me we've had roundtable discussions when they all met up to talk about the Expo? You can have the same sit down like that to talk about Kiki? A real producer would have demanded that, Carlos. So to me, and I hate that, because I promise you guys, I don't operate on a daily basis just calling out things that's wrong with people. But I happen to be a content creator, and I happen to cover this show and hot topics or whatever. I would love to have been able to support a Black man such as Carlos King being in the space that he's in. But we know all the other stuff. We know the real show. The real damn show is on YouTube and Facebook and all of that, child, when it comes to the truth. So it's hard for me to, cheer him on. I'm sorry. And again, a lot of these other celebrities that cheer him on, reality TV stars that's still under his page and post and all of that, they don't know. They ain't even got time to look at all the ins and out. But it's time for him to do right. 2025 is tomorrow. Somebody get him the message. It's time for you to do right. It's time for you to turn this thing around, because raindrops by way of your cast, they falling, child. Air of the week. She was too busy trying to get JJ to pay attention to her child. Joyce, I don't even know, and you talking about So Gucci, I don't even know if she was trying to get JJ to pay attention to her child. I think she was just trying to make sure that JJ's attention remained on her. That's the vibes I was getting. It's going to be hell to pay. He ain't seen backlash. Let that happen. Let that happen. Okay, let me go down and read some comments. I do want to say Happy New Year again. Thank you, Kayla. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you ran across my channel too. Thank you so much. What is Snatch by Diego talking about, child? Snatch by Diego, you a member of the T Squad? It's fine if you are. We can count them on one hand, child. Let me get up there to Snatch by Diego's comment. Eve, why do I have to smack like that when I'm being messy? Even Raggedy Earth VH1 had a round table separate sit down. Yes, they did. Chronicles of Kim K. Yes, they did. And Carlos had the nerve to interview Mona Scott King. What's her name? Mona Scott? Something like that. And yes, Mona had that sit down. Even though, I will say, Mona dropped the ball for me in that situation as well, because all of that could have been edited out. Chronicles of Kim K. We got to remember that was taped in advance. They could have edited all of that out. So a lot of people do have rage marketing, but I totally agree with you. She had the cast of that show sit down and discuss that. We ain't seen it yet with Carlos King, child. He don't. T. Gordon, it is what it is. Zero. It's as plain as day. For the lack of compassion that's been shown to the women that, are under his umbrella. Totally agree. Nothing Kiki did was that serious. Rest in peace, Kiki. Yeah, I agree. Where's Snatch by Diego comment, child? Talking about T Squad in the house. Where he at? I'm looking for Snatch. It's about 5 of them. So one of them is spending New Year's Eve over here. And we appreciate you, Snatch by Diego. Yes, good, bad apple. Deplorable. That's been a word that's been used to describe the millimeters. Deplorable. Let's remember some of the things. And I do want to honor her in this year because she passed in this year, Kiki, but I don't want to bring it into the new year. But let's remember some of the things that were said about her on that show. They made sure to not believe her and make it appear that she was still using. They didn't even at one point put up numbers. If you are suffering from addiction, please call this number. All of that. So yeah, excellent point. And the way they acted, good, bad apple, was deplorable. I agree. Let's see. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Dolores, coming into the new year, just to give props where credit is due. Like I said, they have opened up. Black is still open. I don't look into or know the details of anything else. And, So I didn't say anything about being rich. I'm just giving them their props as far as what I've seen them do when it comes to and even Marceau, we'll get your ass this weekend, because no, you didn't try to act like or compare Mimosas with Melody to the Black Expo, where your wife had to get suggestions from there. Sir, cut it out. Cut it out. There you go. Here go Snatch by Diego comment, child. This is the first time I ever seen a T Squad member. So kudos to Snatch by Diego. How many other people in the T Squad, child? Wanda, Snatch by Diego. Who else? But Snatch by Diego is representing. I ain't mad at you, bro. All right. I'm going to go down. I'm going to read some more comments. I have a date and a fireworks show. It's going to be chilly, so I got to dress. Ugh, this is crazy. I should have just said no. But yeah. Okay, I think I read that one. No. Sweet Essence says CK never gave Kiki Jabbar a proper tribute on an episode this year at all after her tragic passing. Did not. And we were waiting for it as an audience. Somebody that you introduced to us as a castmate should have been handled. So, my God, if you don't handle somebody that passed like that, imagine what we're seeing. The ones that's living. The man don't care. He don't care. It's terrible. Yes, grief counselors as well. Yes, and we should have seen that. You know, because you want people to be real. So let's say I was on a reality TV show, and let's say I said something, because again, we on a reality TV show, and I didn't say anything to harm her or say she was on drugs like family members and all of that did. But let's say I said something to her that was off the way. I'm going to feel some type of way, or something that maybe hurt her, or whatever the case may be. I'm going to feel some type of way if she passed. And he absolutely should have had grief counselors for all of them. I'm sure there was regret from Tisha, Wanda, Wanda ain't on the show, Marceau, Kenny. It would have been nice to see. So, you know, Messy Mondays, he can go on that. He can name that just a messy month. Messy month. Is mess coming from Carlos' way every day of the month. And you can keep on trying to ignore it if you want to and get on there on Sundays and, you know, with this prayer and message. Then Sunday night, there go you and Dustin. And I like Dustin. There y'all go right there. Back to the mess. Come on now. But yeah, rest in peace to Kiki. Thank you guys for putting in the purple hearts in the chat. Let's see. He cried for Martell. Yes, ma'am. Yes, he did. This is when he cried. Where's that picture? Let me see if I still got it. I make sure to save that one. Where is it? Dog it. Well, it's on my thumbnail. I must have deleted it to make some room. But right here, Vanessa, that was Carlos when he was at that reunion. And yeah, that's when he cried for Martell. I think you're still in love with Melody. And I think you just act out because you're hurt. And what was supposed to come after that is, and I think your ass is fired. And I think you've put a lot of more people in danger. So yeah, he cried for Martell. I ain't seen a tear for Mel, child. I ain't seen not one. So you know, only thing we're gonna do, we're gonna keep talking about it. You know, God bless all of the ladies thus far that's decided to choose them. You know what I mean? For whatever reason. And God bless the ladies that remain. And hopefully we'll see some change. you know. But like I said, I'm going to read a couple comments and then I'm going to end it. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Andy even said something about Karen's assistant passing. Absolutely. And Miss Yobo, guess what else Andy talked about? Karen's DUI. Carlos King ain't said a damn thing about Maurice. So yeah, I know it's his goal, it appears, for him to emulate or be like Andy, but no, sir. You're not operating in that manner. Andy will get two of his guests on from, his shows and have them on Watch What Happens Live or whatever. And if they say something, they say something. Most times, Andy just sitting there, Carlos King, it just took it to a whole different level. And you're doing too much. You're doing too much. That Messy Mondays was a bad idea for him. And you guys mark my word. I think Carlos King gonna drop that Messy Monday. He say he's gonna be on vacation all January. We'll see. Will he just go to interviews? Will he go to pre-recorded shows? Or will he continue to go live on Mondays? We'll see. I think he's gonna make some changes to protect himself, but I don't see him making no changes to protect nobody else. So time will tell. Teresa. Oh, and we got some new Cutie Crew members. Teresa, thank you so very much, sis. I appreciate you. You said, Happy New Year to my Chit Chat and all my cuties. I love the way God is using you, Chit Chat. Love you all, and I pray you all have a blessed and prosperous new year. Thank you so much, Teresa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy New Year to you too, sis. I didn't read it. I saw a comment when we first started. You said that you may be driving or traveling on Sunday. So if I don't happen to chat with you before then, safe travels as well. But thank you so very much. Okay, you guys got me smiling over here, child. I'm gonna properly thank you again, Teresa. Give me 1 second. Is this Sinan? Let me know. Welcome to the Cutie Crew. Thank you so much. And Denise, thank you for gifting a Cutie Crew membership. And Roxy was gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Roxy. If you can make sure to say thank you to Denise, aka 1908. What was I about to say? Before I get to this. Oh, Cutie Crew on my schedule. Dog it. I got to go back to my page. Hold on. When are we live? Members only. The 2nd, which is Thursday. So to the new Cutie Crew members, I'll see you guys Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. It is a safe space, and what I appreciate is a lot of the members for saying that. And we get down and dirty, talk about men, women, families, relationships, heartbreaks, jobs. I mean, everything. And of course, we throw in a little of this as well. So I can't wait to chat with you guys over there. But thank you again, Teresa. Let me properly thank you. And yes, we are having our Let Loose Lounge on Sunday. But for my Patroni cuties, because you guys know 2025, I'm doing some separate lives for Patreon only. I may have a Patreon live Friday night, depending on if I'm going to be in the house or not. But members only, YouTube Thursday, Cutie Crew and Patroni live watch party. Well, it's not going to be live, but we'll watch the episode Sunday. Thank you guys again for understanding that I'll be with my aunt. All right, I'm going to read a couple comments and I'm out of here. I've been here for an hour and a half. Just look at how the cast of Bell Collective and Love and Marriage DC are quitting. It's obvious that his shows are toxic. He doesn't care about the cast, lives, or their families. Facts. Facts, good, bad apple. And remember, it was Dr. Heavenly initially that said she didn't want to be a part of breaking up families. That's why I know that something else went down when it comes to Dr. Heavenly and Carlos King. I don't think it was just because of her conversation with Marquez. I think she feels like Carlos don't care about families, just like you put in your comments. So excellent comment. Excellent. But yeah, Carlos, you can't talk about not nan millimeter. Your ass worse than anybody because you are a part of the hiring, decision making of your shows. And what we've seen on a lot of them have been toxic. Shout out to Aikisha. Because I do think that if Aikisha would have stayed, so Gucci would have as well. We'll talk about that at another time. But Aikisha recognized the setup. Aikisha recognized that her and her husband, Willie, would be the targets if they would have continued on this show. So shout out to Aikisha for quitting right there in Carlos' face. Love every bit of it. Mama too, Patreon, I do. Yes, so to the Cutie crew, don't forget, I have promised you guys any live watch parties will always be, because at first I was going to separate them, but I'm not. Any live watch parties and Let Loose Lounge that follows a live watch party will be Cutie crew and Patroni Cuties. But any Patreon lives or pop-up lives for Patreon, those are for Patreon members only. And right now, if you are a Patreon member, my day for Patreon lives will be Fridays, no later than 7:30 Central. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and schedule one tomorrow for Friday on Patreon, and then Sunday we'll have Let Loose Lounge. He's an old dog with no tricks, baby. Kimber said Carl Lucifer is an old dog with one trick pony tendencies. Yep. Because you would think he would have made a change. You know what I mean? This hasn't just started this year. It hasn't. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, look, guys, I wish I could read more comments. Since it is still New Year's Eve, I will put this up again. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for every like, every click, every view, every Cash App. Thanks. Every conversation. Thank you guys. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. For those of you that are going out tonight, please be safe. Please be safe. Please don't drink and drive. Call a Lyft, an Uber, a family member, or somebody to get you back if you've had one too many. Shout out to Mel. Do we know what Mel is? Is Mel in Cali? I saw the beautiful home, but I don't know where she is. Anybody know before we go? Is Mel in Cali? Baby, that house is amazing. Let's see if anybody knows. Put it in the chat. She's in Georgia. Okay, that home is in Georgia. Okay, so most likely, look at me, girl, like I know her life. Maybe she gone. Marcus, Marcus had those fabulous parties. So maybe all the family will be spending New Year's Eve and New Year's Day together. But shout out to Melody, Sheree, them babies. And like I said, Carlos, thank you, sis. I love you too. Like I said, Carlos, until you do right by this one here, I don't see things turning out well for you. Because, baby, you think the millimeters rocking and rolling now. You just wait. Push Mel out the door if you want to. You just wait. Baby, we're gonna have marathon lives. Okay? Marathon lives. And I promise you that message will get out. So it is what it is. Happy New Year's again. Shout out again to each and every one of you. I love you guys. Can't wait to continue on all of these discussions in 2025. What is that? I don't know what that is, Simone. Whatever it is, YouTube hit it. Child, what is this? Because that looked like somebody humping. What's going on? Yes, Cleopatra. We watched that together as a group. Marriage Mansion was amazing. Child, what is this? This is not the Simone. Let me go to your page real quick. Hold on, let me read this person, Simone, because that looked like somebody humping. Are you trying to say that's what you're going to be doing tonight? Let me know. Child, y'all got me working. Okay, let me go ahead and block Simone. Yeah, that's okay. Because I don't know what this is. But Simone, you out of here. Okay. You got my mods working hard. You coming here dropping all these emojis that we don't know what mean. Maybe in 2026, Simone. You came in wrong, child. And humping emojis and all of that. What's that about? And then this other one with Tyra, girl. What was this, Tyra? I don't know what she put right there. But thank you for hiding it. And she gone, and I'm gone. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Have fun. My sis Pink Diva. I know you going out. Be safe. And again, to each and every one of you, be safe. Happy New Year. No drinking and driving at all. If you letting off some pow-pows, be safe. Be safe. If you live around where pow-pows are being let off, be safe. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. Cheers to the new year. Chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat.